Today we're building a beautiful PC for Reid, who's here with us today. He's finally going to PC. And what does that mean? What are we doing? We're building with a 9800x3d, which he's got right there in that sweet box that Call of Duty sent over to him. They said, we want to put you on the best CPU possible for Call of Duty. So 9800x3d, we're starting off with the X870 board from MSI and the TOMAHAWK, which is tried and true, one of the best motherboards possible to put in a system like this. We're going 48 gigs of RAM, not 32. We're going 48. That's 2x24, 6400 megahertz CL32, which is really a sweet spot right now for the AMD CPUs. We got two 2TB Kingston drives going in there. We're putting it all in the beautiful 3500X from Corsair. We're cooling it with the new Corsair Nautilus 360. And then on top of that, we've got a 1000 watt power supply going from Asus as well. And then we got the RTX 4080 Super. And not only any 4080 Super, we got the Tough Gaming Overclock Edition, which is best bang for buck. Perfect. It's going from what, PS5 to this. So that's a huge jump in frames. Shadowban incoming. Yeah. Let us know anything down below in the comments. Make sure that like button if you want to see more content, obviously, with Reid. He's only about an hour and 15 minutes away. Yeah. It's crazy. So close by, awesome creator. Make sure to drop us all the information in our YouTube video as well to check out all of his channels, all of his links. Go show him a lot of love. And we're going to go to the build station and get started on this beautiful build.
All right, look at this box, though. I wish I had the overhead. I'm going to switch to the overhead really quick. You're not going to see Reid for a second, but I mean, look at this. Look at the goodies. Dude, this is a nice case.
I love it. I got to find something to use it for now that the chip's gone.
Yep. And look at this. They weren't messing around, chat.
Super professional. Like unused to not what I'm used to.
And the beanie that you're wearing.
The beanie that I'm wearing now is right there.
Right in there. That's sick. I mean, you pop this out, and on top of that, you probably actually get like repackable foam. They glued it in, but you can just cut it out and put something else in there. You know what you could probably put in here? Like a GoPro, Insta camera, like IRL streams.
Ooh,
I'm just saying.
A little mobile setup.
A little mobile Reid setup, you know? Chat probably love that. All right, let's pop this open. All right, go down in the CPU. Again, motherboard today, X870 Tomahawk. You probably see over the top of my shoulder here. I don't have the overhead. You have pretty much me straight on today because I don't have all the camera set up for have Reid at the desk, but 900X3 down in the socket. All good there. No bent pins. Everything looks good. Clasp it down. So you have everything hardwired too, right? There's no like Wi-Fi at your house? All right, good. We'll have Bluetooth set up, but you run, you're gonna run what? Type-C probably for your controller, right?
That would be the plan.
So overclock it, stuff like that, yep. Scuff?
Yes.
Of course.
I've only got the Reflex now, but now that I'll have the option to, I want the Envision, and I could probably get one.
Yep.
More than anything, I just want the extra buttons on the side, so I can have 6 extra buttons now. Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Hey, Scuff, are you listening? Scuff, are you listening? Are you gonna change your FOV?
Oh, I'm at 110 now. We made sure we did that. Once the FOV slider got confirmed for Warzone 2, that's when I upped it. Okay. I did the whole MW2 camo grind with an FOV slider still on 80. So I was like, nobody knows if it's coming or not yet. They didn't confirm it. I told everybody, I said, everybody's been begging for this for like a year. Yeah. If they're gonna add it into the game, they'd probably hype it up, right? Yeah. And we just heard nothing, so I'm like, it might not be coming. And then we load into the game day one and it's there. I'm like, oh, I would have marketed this if I was them, but.
Yep. First of the 2 drives are in. I gotta grab a second one. Luckily we have the 2TB KC3000. It's like literally the best drive for the price right now on the market. Kind of competes with like Samsung drives, except they have a better warranty. Don't hate me for saying that, Samsung. Just get better. The Kingston stuff is crazy. People are asking me how good it is. Like if you ever have a drive fail, they'll send you a drive, like overnight you a drive, before you even have to send it back. That's what we get for our customers, so it's really nice. So that's why we use them. Luckily I have one right here.
Dude, so when this fan just went out the other day, I tried to clean it without taking anything apart on my setup, and I just tried to take the glass off. I kid you not, it took me about 25 minutes to put the glass back on. I don't own a hammer, but I almost went out and bought a hammer and took it to the PC. Like I was losing my mind. And that's just the simple stuff. That doesn't have anything to do with like the software side of things.
So we could probably swap a black fan on that too if you want, because that fan is
the fan is toast, boys and girls.
It's like
it's pretty rough.
It's loud. So I can see why that would annoy you too if you're sitting next to your gaming and you're like listening for footsteps and all you hear is that in the background. All right, second 2TB drives in. I love these boards. Which called like a quick latch system. So if you want to get access to drives, you need to swap them out. Really easy to do. Easy peasy. All right. Oh, it's the wrong camera. This camera. Boom. There it is. Gskill. Tridentz Neo today. What was it called? It's probably just, you said it was what, 3 years old, 4 years old on that fan?
Yeah, January 2021 is when I got it. And it has been used and abused. And
cleaned often, I bet, right?
At least 2 times, at least.
At least 2 times a month, right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
So
I make sure I clean it before the 400 to 500 hour months, like before a new COD comes out. I make sure I
for the grinds. Yeah. No. So what happens just typically over time is dust will get up into the bearings, and it kind of is like the bearings will just not disintegrate, but they'll just completely fall apart, and then they'll be off axis, and you'll hear the grinding and stuff like that of the bearings. So. The fan is good for his game mic though.
Oh yeah, I've got the mic that's connected to just game chat.
Yeah.
Is got the worst settings possible. It is as sensitive as it gets.
Just to troll everybody around you.
Just to make everybody mad because it's got max volume and everything too. So people in game chat can't hear footsteps in proc chat. It's really fun.
All right, motherboard's all built. There it is, chat. Tomahawk, black and lime vibes. That looks pretty slick. There's the board. Really good motherboard. Honestly. This board sells out like crazy everywhere because it's like the best bang for the buck. It's super stable. MSI boards have been rock solid for quite some time. We get the case out, 3500X from Corsair. Nothing too massive, plenty of airflow for you, Reid. So, and these fans are pretty chill, so they shouldn't go out like those NZXT ones are. All right, there's the case, chat. What do you guys think? 3500X. We're gonna do 7 fans in this bad boy. We're gonna clean up all these little fans right here. It's the only downfall of this case is the fan wires right here, but we'll clean it up. All right, we're gonna go top down, get this motherboard in. Are we ready to run 4.6 DDR5? We don't really run a lot of 4.6 DDR5 because of the latency. You can only run it like, what, Logan, like 5600 megahertz, maybe 4800 megahertz, just because their stability isn't super high. That's why we run like 2x24 for like Reid's PC or 2x32. I think I got a PC I'm doing 2x48, which is crazy. Editing PC that I think Ryan's building right now, or one of the guys over there is building. They're 48 gigs, 48 gig sticks of RAM. What's the mic setup you have at home?
I have the Elgato Wave 3.
Yep.
And I had, do you know Lucifer?
Yeah.
I think he gave me a bunch of settings like tuned to me so that way I don't have to be up next to the mic because I constantly forget to do that. I lean back between games a lot.
Yep.
So I had a mic arm when I first switched setups, and I hated having to move it back and forth all the time. I did not want to deal with that, so I had to fine-tune some stuff for me.
Yep. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. I will agree. Polite way of saying it. Start working on the cables. We have some cables to manage in this bad boy. We will have 7 fans in today's system. Here on the radiator going up top, we'll have the 3 intake on the side, and then we're having an exhaust fan back here, all RGB. And you're like, why use electric tape? I wrap so a lot of these fans nowadays, they'll do what's called daisy chain, and they just run like the connectors to each other. So if you bump it, even in transit home, they could come undone. You'd be like, Stints, why is my cable, or why my one fan not lighting up? That's the reason. Just gonna wrap it really quick, a little electric tape to make sure it stays nice and tight. All right, I'm gonna put the rear fan in before we move on to the power supply. We didn't put a Corsair. Actually, I do have a Corsair rear fan we can put in. I thought we didn't have one. I do have one. It's not a big difference in the looks. It's just so the only bad thing about these RS fans is they daisy chain and they are super tight with wires. I'll show you the typical fan. Luckily, I think I have a good one left. We'll put them on the Corsair. So these are the new RS fans. Corsair usually gets its bad vibes because they typically use like USB stuff, so you're running more processes to run it. But we'll put a different fan in. I put you actually I had a sickle flow in here, which is like really, really good static pressure for airflow. But these RS fans are really good. Let me grab one real quick, chat. These new Corsair fans they usually come like this. So this fan right here on the back isn't the prettiest because it like all the cables terminate right here. So luckily I do have one. This is the OG version. They had actually wires that are longer than 2 inches. Luckily I have that. That's one of the reasons I was using the other fan originally, because these are a pain to use, but I do have one left. IQ is just, honestly, I don't like IQ. That's the reason we don't use a lot of the Corsair stuff. We weren't using it. Now we use these RS fans, which are really good. They're quiet, which is not, it's regional like this. We're on the power supply next. We have a 1,000 watt power supply today for Reid. We have the Asus version, the Tough Gaming, which is nice because I have these nice little individually braided cables. It looks nice and slick. What's the biggest thing you're excited for with COD? Like any new updates that you're really kind of getting excited about besides obviously the maps?
No, honestly, like I'm probably like the least person excited for Verdansk.
Really?
I think I would miss I would be more excited for like Caldera coming back.
Really?
Instead.
I do like Caldera.
I just felt like a large amount of Verdansk at the time was just fighting in dark stairs. Like I think back to all my fights and everything, and it's just constant stairs.
Yep.
Either you're zipping up an elevator and somebody's just sitting up there and you're a free kill, or you're spending 5 minutes running up a flight of stairs.
Oh, dude, yeah, especially in the city, yeah. I did like all the fights on the outskirts, like little towns and little villages, like the 3 or 4 houses you run into. But yeah, like downtown, just like sitting on top of buildings was kids. We have like 3 people up there with a sniper, and then you have like 4 claymores and everything. Yeah, I don't want to go back to that. That Verdansk can stay where it's at. I'm working on the power supply, cable management, guys. Gotta make it look pretty, you know. Gotta hide all the cables, make it look nice at the desk. But I'll show you here in a few minutes how it's looking back here. Here's the cable management. I know chat wanted to see it. It's looking good in the back. Kind of clean it up, you know. Because now it's time for the cooler. We're gonna work on the cooler next, chat. Cooler and fans, and then we're gonna put this bad boy in. It won't be long. We'll let Reid put the power button on this later. How about that? Yeah, so we will actually have this on your page, your partner page here soon. Specs of this. Specs of the system available for purchase. It might not have the 4080 Super right away. It might have like a 4070 Ti Super or 4070 Super, because the 4080 Super, literally this is the last one I got from distribution from Asus directly.
Is mine a unique build?
It's a unique, I would say, 48 gigs, the 4 terabytes. I mean, for what it is, it's like one of the most desirable systems in terms of performance.
So this is like the Reidboyy build.
Yeah, this is gonna be yours. We'll eventually get some different stuff. We can get like logos and like glass. We can do a bunch of stuff to make it even more personal for your community. We're gonna put the RAD in, then after that, we're gonna go right on to the GPU. Yes, today's cooler is the Nautilus from Corsair. There's no IQ. It means there's no other operating system that has to run. It runs the RGB off the motherboard and sync. So there's no nonsense. You don't need to have extra programs running if you don't need to get that extra performance. So we've been liking this cooler. It looks good. It's whisper quiet. We're all done in the back. Time for the graphics card. Reid, you want to open the video card box? Okay, so he's definitely taller than 4'8", chat, okay? People give you a hard time saying you're not tall.
They just don't know what they're talking about.
No, see, I've had like FNC and Gino, and they're probably like, FNC's probably like 5'3". So he's a short guy. We call him a short king. And him next to me, he's like, his head's like back here on this case almost. He's short. Oh, he's short. So yeah, look at this. So you felt the weight of that. That's that's a massive card. You need a here, I'll open it. We're gonna have him take it out. Take out the GPU. This thing's a beast. This is, like I said, this is one of the best 480 Supers to get. If you can get it, this is one of the ones you want to get. All of our Black Friday PCs that went out like last week, they had these. Thank God. But dude, that's like the width of your body. Dude, look at the size of that. It literally is. It's girthy. That's a big GPU. That's probably the weight of your PS5 too, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Actually,
I would say
that's what I was just thinking.
But yeah, look at that thing. That's thick. Look at this. Look how much cellophane they put on that thing. It's gonna take me like 5 minutes to take all that off. Or maybe one thing I might say we can get you if you get on Amazon is like a GPU support bracket to put right here, because it's heavy. You feel how heavy it is?
Yeah.
But they're like $6 on Amazon.
That's kind of what I was wondering with my current one. Like I even like on the drive here, I was like, do I need to take this out? Because when they send it to me, they sent the GPU out separately.
Yeah, that's what we do. We usually, that's what we do. We'll take it out. We'll put it in that same box. So you get your motherboard box, you get your RAM box, you get your GPU box, and then your case. Everything will be wrapped in the case. And then we pack it in a bigger external box, and like a baby. Beautiful. But we make sure that so every customer gets their system. There's no chance of like bent GPU or defaulty GPU. 3, 2, 1. So we get some thunk. Ready? Can we get the thunk? Can we get the thunk? Can we thunk? No, there's no thunk on this board because they got these little buttons now just to take the GPUs out. That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll package it up, leave the GPU in. As long as we put some packing underneath it, we'll make sure you're good. But yeah, we'll make sure it gets buckled in the back seat like a baby. Yeah. Put in a little car seat, you know. But there it is. We're done. I'll put the back panel. I'll leave the glass off just so people can see inside, because there's all these lights. Reflections are horrendous. All right, put the back panel on. I'm gonna plug it in, and we're getting ready to light it up. A little vibe, you know. There it is.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go. Get a little close up of the PC. Can't even see it because of the. There we go. Oh, I love that. I should just start projecting that over there so I can see the entire shot. I should do it every stream. I don't know what I'm doing, you know? It's just nice to look over and see it. That's the spot right there.
That looks good.
Yeah. feel like I've done this before, right? All right. And when you're gonna tell when the beat's gonna drop, you can hit that top left power button here, and I'll tell you when.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Tridentz. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, and watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go. My editor's going to take that and clip it 100%. I know he will.